Gee, Boo, your face is sunburned. Was that a whopping 20 minutes outside?
Hey, I'm sunburnt. We were outside, so yeah, look at me. So the shopping cart is rolling. Look at that. Isn't that cute?
No, it's not, Boo. This is what happened to your shopping cart. In fact, more appropriately, it did this.
So we went to the Creuset Factory to Table FTT Sale. As you guys know, we did a full tour of that. And today it's time for the unboxing. So we have boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes, all of Le Creuset. So welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. Let's start having some fun. Okay, so like 3 times a year, Le Creuset has a factory to table sale. This is basically, I don't know if this is like their outlets regionally get together and put this on, or if it's the factory putting it on, because there's a lot of seconds. It almost feels like it's the outlets shindig.
Well,
but
they get help from them with all the
yeah,
employees.
because we talked to one person and they worked at an outlet in North Carolina. So I don't know if it's the regional outlets that get together, put this on, or if it's the actual company straight from the factory. I'm not sure. But they put on this sale and it's crazy. So it moves around the country. It has been in Arizona. It has been in Austin. It has been in Philly. It has been up north somewhere. Rumor has it it's going to be in Miami next time.
That'd be a drive.
Yeah. So about 2 months before the sale, the tickets come out. So the tickets are $10 and the money to that goes to Meals on Wheels. So that secures your spot. So one thing about the sale is if you manage to get a Thursday ticket, you are eligible to purchase what they call a mystery box. And it is a big box of everything gets thrown in there, mixed colors, mixed pieces. You never know what it's going to be. A lot of people that get a mystery box end up with 2 or 3 major pieces. 2 Dutch ovens, a skillet, a brazier, a bread dome, an everyday pan. Everything is in this. Ceramics are in there. It's a mixed bag. And you have the opportunity to purchase one of those if you get a VIP ticket for $50. So you will get anywhere from $350, $400 worth of merchandise, all up to $1,200. It's random. And I know there's been some issues with people complaining, oh, I didn't get as good as box as the next person. That's not what it's about. It's a mystery box. You pay $50 and it's always worth the $50, right? Sometimes most people get very lucky. Some people get colors and they get like these huge 3 Dutch ovens and all this stuff in there, like $1,500 worth of stuff. And they say, I don't like the color. Well, I didn't get a mystery box because I was not able to get a Thursday ticket. So when the event comes to your town or you're planning to go to an event, you have to watch when those tickets comes out because the VIP tickets for that day sold out in 6 minutes, right? I didn't get to it in time. I barely got to it in time. My friend Cash told me, he was like, the tickets are out today. And that was like 10 o'clock. By that time, I got a Saturday ticket. I feel very fortunate to have gotten that ticket. Yeah, I wanted a Thursday mystery box, but I didn't get one. And whatever, right? I wasn't up every day clicking on the website to see if they're for sale. So what is Le Creuset, right? It is a French brand that has been around for a long time. They make enameled cast iron. They also make ceramic, stainless steel, and they have a lot of accessories like oven mitts and scrapers and all that stuff. Why are people so Le Creuset crazy, right? Because when you are looking at the hierarchy of quality in cast iron, the finishing and the enameling, right? You have the top tier brands. The top tier would be Le Creuset, Stowe, right? Those are about the highest quality that you can buy. And it's very expensive, right? So people are going to see these prices and you're going to be shocked because most people are used to, you go and you buy a raw cast iron pan, $30. You're right. Why is the cast iron so expensive? And a lot of it is the quality. It's the enameling. If you get lower end enameled cast iron, it has a tendency of chipping. This has a lifetime warranty. You have all the amazing colors. It has a huge following and it is one of the top two. People ask, do you buy Le Creuset or do you buy Staub? Right? They're both equally as good. And my answer to that is get one of each. There is no decision of do you buy one or the other.
Now this is another question. Do you treat La Creuset the same as you do KitchenAid artisans? If you got the money and the space, do you buy the same pot in many colors because it's so pretty?
It's all people collect. They get cookware stands like this. They fill them up with a bunch of beautiful cast iron. I have an array of cast iron. I don't know if you can see this over here. On this here, I have Le Creuset at top. I have a generic, which I don't even know what the brand is. Here, those are saucepans. I have a Le Creuset Balti. I have a Lodge Blacklock. I have a Stowe, and I have a Le Creuset Brazier, right? I love all of it. So if you ask me, I even have little cheap $30, $20. I have a green one that I got at Walmart, right? I have a heart-shaped one. I got a heart-shaped one from Drew Barrymore.
Traumatina or whatever.
I have Traumatina. I have all that. So, you can ask me a question of which is the best. I can tell you the best is Le Creuset and Stowe. Would I tell you never to buy anything else? Of course not, right? I love these things whether you pay $10 for it or you pay $600 for it, right? Because I am a cooking lover and cookware lover. So
we're lovers, we're not fighters.
Yeah, we don't engage in that kind of business. I love all of it. So if you are in my Facebook group, post a picture of your cast iron, your enamel cast iron, whatever you would like. Cook in it and show us pictures. Because I think, you should be able, everybody should have access to be able to cook in great cast iron. And you can do that for an affordable price. So there's no shade around me, right? You will never get that from me. You will get that from the internet. So just ignore it. Just ignore it, right? If your very first piece of cast iron is a $15 enamel cast iron pot that you bought at your local discount retailer, put that baby on the stove and make you a pot of beans. Make you some soup in it, because it will be delicious. And don't fall prey to all that. When you have the budget for it, save. These are pieces these are dream pieces, right? And someone said somehow that I get $1 million to be able to buy all this stuff. I buy this stuff at a discount. I go to places like a factory store. I drive to Pittsburgh and I go to a factory store and I fill carts up with bakeware, right? $4 bakeware. And I walk out with a ton of it.
We go to Pennsylvania and we go to a 3-letter store and we fill up full of stuff there too.
Yes. That's why I'm able to buy it, because I hunt for bargains. So at this sale, you will see in that tour that we did, you might see something that says, oh, this is $288. How are you going to spend $288? At this sale on Saturday, everything was 50% off. We got a Eric's Veterans discount at another 10% off. All the ceramics and the bakeware was 60% off plus the 10%. So yeah, I did go a little crazy. My birthday's coming up. And I had fun, right? So just enjoy. So we're going to start unboxing a whole bunch of Le Creuset. Number one, you're going to say, why did she get that, right? I kind of wanted this, but as you see, the retail price is $80. This is a trivet. And I wanted the flame. A lot of people on the internet, you have people who like the brighter colors and people who like the pastels. I like both, right? I love flame because I feel like flame is the OG, right? If someone sees this big flame Dutch oven, right? They see the big flame Balti.
You know the brand.
You know it's Le Creuset, right? Because this is their iconic color, right? Their boxes are this color. Flame represents the Creuset, which is the melting pot that they pour the molten iron in. And this is the flame that makes that happen. They have to heat it up to
a couple thousand degrees.
Yeah, they make this liquid molten thing. It pours out of the Creuset and it goes into the mold, right? And this is their classic color. Some people might not be into the orange. I love it because this is what I know of Le Creuset is the flame. So this, I got it in flame. Sometimes they're flame. They show flame because this is their color, but you have to look here. So I think overseas it's called like volcanic, whatever. Here it's called flame. The only reason I got this, ordinarily I wouldn't have paid $80 for this, for a trivet. But it was $80, then it was half off, so it was $40, then it was another $10. So, with my receipt, and I know I'm rambling. Yeah, they bound that up. So it was $40 and then minus 10%. So I went ahead to get one. So, I don't have a round flame Dutch oven. So that will be the piece that I maybe will get sometime in the future. I do have an oval one. So this is the trivet, right? And it's going to look really cool with a piece of cast iron on it. I could put this on and look at that. That's awesome. I could put my Balti on there. It's perfect for a round Dutch oven. I even could put my oval one on there. But if you're taking it to the table or something and you have your little flame trivet, I thought that was kind of cool. It is made out of cast iron.
If you want to save $80, just use a silicone pen.
Yeah, but look at that. Oh, I love this. I don't know why. It is all cast iron. It has these little things on the bottom so it won't scratch. I love this thing. It's kind of like a skirt to your Dutch oven. I'm a weirdo. Okay, so I made some pizza the other day, and I used a flatbread, like a pita bread. And when I cook it just on a sheet pan, it didn't seem like the bread part even got warm, right? So I figured I'd get these. These were, I don't know. I think they were like $20.
Oh no, you look at the price tag. It's right on the thing, boo-boo.
Well, they're normally $48.
Right.
But I think, yeah, so they were 60% off. I think they were 20. And then we got the
10% at the end.
10%. So these are perforated pizza pans. I'm hoping that it'll help with that. I do have some USA pan pizza pans, but they're not perforated. So that's what these are. I asked them, I was like, because it seems like all their bakeware is dark like this. And I asked her, do you have to like lower the heat compared to other bakeware because it's dark? And she said no. So we'll see. Maybe it'll crisp up my little pita bread or flatbread that I used. I got a couple of these. I've been wanting these. These are like little mitts that go on the end of your cast iron handle. I got pink. These were like $6 and then it was 10% off. So they go on your handle. So it would be more like on a cast iron skillet and not like a Dutch oven. So it just goes like this. And so when you're, either you have it in the oven or you have it on the cooktop, because this does get hot, you can just go like this and it's good. So it's good for your long-handled pieces and not your short-handled.
Lodge sells something like that too, don't they?
Yeah, Lodge sells like a silicone one, which I might have it somewhere, but I got the pink one.
Yeah.
And I did get one. I got two of these because one I could take down to the studio kitchen. So the next thing I got, I have a set of black salt and pepper shakers. I've used them for years. I wanted to get a second set for the new studio. Yeah, the studio is still on the... Everybody asks me what's up with the studio kitchen. It is still on the plan. We've had some other things come up. Eric's putting in a big old garden, and he's an electrician, and he wants to do the electrical for the new kitchen. So he's been building raised beds and all that. So he hasn't had time to work on the kitchen. And we're having our deck replaced now. So that's going to... It's always something getting in the way, but we are going to get to it. We're having someone do most of the work, but Eric's doing all the electrical. So that's the status of the studio kitchen. So I wanted a black set for down there. So we go in there, I rush in there, and they had them, but they only had salt. They had no pepper. So I grabbed two of them saying, I would just use them, but they both have S on the handle, and it would, I don't know. And when Eric saw that, it was like, each one was priced like $46. And he was like, $46 for the set, but you don't get the pepper. And I was like, no, honey, it's $46 each.
So you're paying $46 for a misprint.
Yeah.
You want to make a P instead of an S.
They did have a set. It was $92. It is the set, salt and pepper. All they had was flame. I love flame, so I got these. So it was $92 for these. And they took $58.88 off of that.
Yay.
Yay, right?
So it's only like $30 maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good deal for these because these are really high quality. So see, we have the S and P right here. Well, they only had the S. So, ooh, they're beautiful. Oh, I love them. That's the pepper. That's the salt in my beautiful flame. Yeah, I did want a set of black ones, but I actually might keep these and put the black ones out and keep these up here. So that's a good deal. If you want a set of those, just go to the outlet, right? If you have an outlet near you. I don't know what the price would be. You'd probably get like 20% off, something like that. Okay. Next up is some ceramics. So the ceramics were 60% off plus 10, right? And I have a lot. They had all the pieces, right? And all the colors. I already have a lot. Like I have the rectangular baker. I have the covered one. I bought those years ago.
But did you get the 2 for $100 that they were pimping?
They had 2 for $100. No, I didn't get that. Was it 100 and then 60% off of that? No, 100 was the price.
100 was probably the price.
So I got this au gratin. Au gratin. This was normally $46. but it was basically 60 plus 10. I can't say, oh, this is 70, because 60 plus 10 is not 70. It's 60% off.
It's like 65, because you're taking the 10% off of that 60, not 10% off of the total.
Yeah, so once you take the 60 off, then you take the 10. So I got one of those, very beautiful, in white. And I actually got two of these. So yeah, so the price was $46. And so basically with that, I paid $40-some for two of these. That's a pretty good deal. People can say all they want about how much money you spend at that sale, but that's a pretty good deal.
Oh, the more you buy, the more you save.
Yeah, boy, right? So we got those. And I got, these were 55 normally, so they were 60 plus 10. I have one of these in a larger one, so I got the smaller one. Oh, I love these. I have this in like a larger one, and I think I paid way more than that for it years ago. Years ago, boo, it was years ago. Don't worry your little head. It was years ago.
Amy thinks she can get grandfather clause in anything. If it gets inside the front door before I can
Damn right.
check its tracking code.
So these were 55, and then they were 60 plus 10. So they would have been 110, but there was $70.40 discount. So
That's like $30.
yeah.
They had a big area for the ceramics.
Time for the cast iron! Okay, so this was an impulse purchase. I had no idea I wanted this until I saw it. So that's when you know it's an impulse purchase. It has not been on my radar at all. This is a phonetic handled frying pan. The color is cerise, it's red. And I opened this box, they had a whole table, all they had is cerise. And I saw this thing and I was like, this pan is bad, right? And it was coming home with me. Woo! Why I wanted it so much, I don't know. It's like a skillet, but it has this phonetic hand. This thing is bad to the bone. This piece of sticker in the middle. Look at that baby. It's got this handle right here. I don't know. Maybe this just doesn't get as hot as fast with this kind of handle. This bad boy. I love it. I saw this and I was like, I want that pan. Look at this. This is amazing! This is, I don't know what the size. The normal price of this was $288.
Was this on sale?
Yeah. So they took $158 off. So it's not a cheap pan, but boy, howdy, look at that baby.
So it cost you around $130.
It has this long handle. I don't know why, when I saw this, I was like, I want this piece. But I absolutely love this.
So why did you like it? The handle got to you?
I don't know. I have no idea. If you feel this piece, you're going to be like, wow, this piece is amazing. You could actually hang it if you want to. I don't know. There's something about this piece. I love it, right? So I got this, baby. And to go along with that, this is one piece that I wanted. And I didn't think they were going to have this. And this is one of the ones. So there was a couple that they're brand new on the market, and there was no discount. There was no discount on this one. I wanted one. I could have just ordered one, but I was like, hey, I'll get it, right? This was $180, and there was no discount on it. This is the everyday pan, right? This is their newest pan that came out. It does have the black interior. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. This is in the flame. It does have a little defect right there.
But it is a second though, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So how's it have a defect if it's a first?
I don't know. Look at that. I might email the FTT and tell them that it's got a little thing on it. Look at that, the everyday pan. I got one of these. Look. I love it. This is amazing. So people talk about this dark interior and you can't see the fond as well. I haven't found that with stove. So I'm not really like totally buying that. So this is the everyday pan. This is amazing. I love it. Next up is the Cassidou. I think it's right around the same price, like $2.80, something like that. And then it was 50 and 10, right? Is that what we got, 50 and 10? This one's white. It's the Cassidou. So they used to call this the deep saute. Then they changed the name to something else. Now they've changed the name to the Cassidou. I don't even know that's how you pronounce it. The Cassidou. The Cassidou. Did I just get something on it? Oh, I got some box stuff. It's white. The Cassidou. You guys keep these things? Some people do. Cassidou. This is the Cassidou. It is a deep saute.
How excited you're gonna get? If Amy is sweating and we got 2 more to go, who knows?
I might just pass out.
Do I need to have 911 on standby?
Okay, so I'm saving the best for last because this is really what I went there to get. So how I came up with all this other stuff. So this is a piece in their new Alpine line. And there was no discount on this. The pieces that are brand new on the market, there was no discount. So this was $160.
Right there.
Oh! Where?
Oh.
This was $160. This is one of those pieces that I didn't know I wanted it, like that other fry pan. So what's interesting about this is technically made for outdoor cooking, so it can go right on your fire. It is enameled cast iron. It is black, but it is enameled, so it's not like raw cast iron. It is, so it's technically dishwasher safe.
It's got more paint on it.
Yeah, no seasoning required. They say it can go in the dishwasher.
They don't want you to put directly touching the flame, but it can be like an inch or 2 above the flame.
Yeah, this is a absolutely incredibly gorgeous piece. That's why I bought it.
But there was a problem though.
So,
Boo developed a conscience all of a sudden.
when I went through the sale, I was like, I want this, I want this, I want this, right? I was crazy. I was throwing stuff in the basket. I literally had an entire basket. And when you go to a sale like this, it's not like when I went to the USA pan sale, where all the pans were like $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, right? So you could fill an entire shopping cart or 2 for like $350, right? When you go to a Le Creuset sale, these pieces are very expensive. So you will eat $350, you will blow through $350 and you're coming home with 1 piece, right? So it's a little different. It's not like you're going there and you're filling this whole cart. Well, when I saw stuff, I was just bam, bam, bam in the cart. And sometimes I do that because then what I do, and I wasn't the only one because they had tables out for people who were picking their carts, right? That's what I call it. I'm picking my carts. You run to a sale, you fill your cart full, and then you realize, what did I do? So you have to pick through the cart to decide what ultimately you're going to buy, right? They literally had tables lining the whole place where people could pick their cards. So I was by the snack bar. The snack bar was closed, but they had tables out there.
I was filming, and Amy informed me where she was at. And it's almost like Amy was a little girl again at the end of her street with a wagon trying to sell lemonade that no one would come. It was a good thing because it wasn't lemonade. It was more like other stuff. But she was pretending it was lemonade. Poor Amy was there crying in tears.
It was water with glue and flowers floating in it.
But to her, it was lemonade. She was crying. Her stomach was gut-wrenching because she developed a conscience. She knew that she came here for the pumpkin and she could dump it and that's all we go home with. But she
so I told them, I was like, I'm just going to get the pumpkin. We're going to leave.
But she also knew.
And I literally had like probably $600 more worth of stuff.
We easily put away at least $300 worth of stuff. And I was egging her on, and she was actually trying to be nice.
Kept saying, I had 2 of these pieces in my cart, and I was like, I'm going to put this back. And he was like, no, just get it, just get it. And I was like, I'm not getting it.
I had no idea what this was going to cost, because I've been looking at 50% off and 60% off and 70% off all day. I didn't think this stuff could come to the price it did, right? Because I'm the one who paid for it, and I had sticker shock. But before all of that, I was asking her, get another one of these things, right? It's a little once-in-a-deal thing, right? All this stuff is on
this sale's not going to come back to her.
We're not going to get this again. And this was really nice. And there was another thing she wanted, right? She had a brazier. It was beautiful. It was pink. And with sale prices, you know, it probably would have been $100, maybe a little bit more.
I already have an oyster one.
You got the oyster, and then you've got other brands.
I got some Aldi.
But the bottom line
I told him, I said, I have an oyster. And he was like, okay, you have one.
So I was like, boo.
And then I said,
I love you.
Well, I
love
have
you.
like 3 Aldi ones. And he goes, oh, those don't count.
I was like, boo, feel better. You know what happened? I didn't get no barbecue. Poor Boo-Boo.
I was so tired.
She was tired.
I said, I'm going to pass out right here.
But she was so upset. So we basically drove home and I didn't get to eat what I wanted to eat. That's okay.
We went and got Mexican food.
We got Mexican food, but still wasn't barbecue though. But I helped her feel better. And you know what? I think she developed an attitude. She recovered a lot faster than I thought she would.
So on and on and on, right? You will see why I like this piece because it's beautiful. It's not huge. Ooh, here's the thing. Look at this. Look at this piece. Oh, this piece is amazing. I love the shape of this piece. It's not a huge pan. I was going to get the pizza pan that it has really big handles like this. Fully enameled cast iron, heavy as all get up. Look at this baby. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's not huge. I think it's like 10 inch. But you can use it in the oven. You can use it on the stove. You can use it all that fun stuff. Look at how beautiful this baby is. This is one beautiful pan. On the bottom it says Le Creuset, made in France. It has the mountains there. This is a 25. Wow. I love this piece.
The main event!
Let's get ready to rumble! Okay, this is what I went there for. This was $368. It was 50% off and 10 off, so it was $202 off. This is what I went there for. I wanted this in white. I wanted this for a while. And people were, there's a couple of Le Creuset Facebook pages, Facebook groups. There's even one for the FTT sale. There's a couple for the FTT sale and one an insider group. Everybody was talking about this piece. I saw the day before at closing, someone, the 5 o'clock on Friday, someone had posted a picture. There was a ton of the artichoke color, the green.
The green one. But they only have 11 of these, right?
Yeah. And by the time we got there, they were gone. They only had the green ones. And there was a guy, I'm telling you, the staff of this were amazing. They were organized. Everything was like clockwork. They put on quite a show.
They restocked.
They did. Le Creuset needs to give every single one of those people a bonus, right? They told me that there was 75,000 pieces that were brought in for this sale, and their staff did an amazing job. That's all I got to say. They need raises, right? So he said, there's one left. I'll put it back in the box, right? And I got what I wanted. And guess what this is? It's the pumpkin, right? I've been trying to get one of these pumpkins, and I got a pumpkin. That's what I went there for, right? I got a white pumpkin. Oh my gosh. This is what I went there for.
And we didn't have to wait in line.
And I didn't have to pay $368 regular price. I got one of these that needs to be washed. So let me put it on this first so I don't scratch my countertop. So here's the pumpkin. It's beautiful, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love it. So I can't say like, oh, I didn't get a Dutch oven, because I did. I got the pumpkin, right? It's a Dutch oven.
What would you cook in this?
Anything. Pumpkin soup. I got one. Pumpkin soup. Any kind of soup. Anything. Beans. Anything. Pumpkin! Yay! So I know this is a little ridiculous. You probably won't see me have a big Le Creuset unboxing like this again. The chances of me being able to go to one of those sales is kind of slim, unless I flew to one, which I probably wouldn't. Someday if it comes near this area and I can get a mystery box day, who knows, right? But I probably won't generally go to the sale, because I have a lot of Dutch ovens and I have a lot of pieces I pretty much don't need anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you get a chance to look at some Le Creuset, I highly recommend it. I'll put links to the Amazon Le Creuset store so you can take a look at this. Pumpkin, right? Yay! Thanks for joining me.